Welcome to Bulgarian Dialectology as Living Tradition. This audio tour describes the thematic content search. There are 204 texts on the site. Each one of them is extracted from much more lengthy recordings. We chose these excerpts on the site primarily to illustrate linguistic traits of the dialects in question, but we also chose segments that were self-contained narratives with interesting content, frequently about old-time customs. With the thematic content search, you can extract from the text chunks of lines in which certain topics are discussed. You do this simply by finding the desired topic on the list and clicking on it. The lists are quite long. They exist in two different forms. The primary one is ordered by topic. Head words are capitalized, and there are numerous subsections under each one. The head words are in alphabetical order, as are all of the elements in each subsection. The first major head word, entitled Agriculture, includes many topics about the farming that is a basic fact of village life. The second, Animal Husbandry, includes topics about the many animals that play a part in village life. And the third, Animals and Other Creatures, lists all other fauna mentioned in the texts. The section about belief is concerned primarily with customs and rituals, while that about clothing and textiles covers not only all types of traditional dress, but also all the activities involved in making textiles. The following sections, collective farms, courtship, economy, education, and entertainment, are relatively self-explanatory. The section with the long name Ethnic, Religious, National Groups lists all such groups which are mentioned in the texts. And the section on family and social relations deals primarily with kinship, but also with family relations. The section on foodways is quite long, since it includes not only all sorts of foods, but also the processes of food preparation, especially as concerns breadstuffs and dairy products. The section on geography and ecology is devoted to nature, with special focus on trees, and the section on health is self-explanatory. The section on holidays includes mostly the holidays themselves, but also certain customs associated with holidays. And the section on houses includes various topics connected with house construction and furnishing. The section entitled Interviews is different because it is not concerned with topics, but rather with the conversational dynamic. The goal of field interviews is to get villagers to speak at length on various topics, and the function of the interviewer is simply to elicit this talk and to keep the conversation on topic. But sometimes the speaker, of his or her own accord, will engage the interviewer in direct conversation, or will turn to engage another local person in conversation. And these interchanges are interesting for conversational analysis, which is why they have been marked here. The sections about language and law and government are relatively self-explanatory. The section about marriage is quite detailed because it includes separate topics for various customs connected with traditional engagement and wedding celebrations. The sections on migration and settlement and military are self-explanatory. That on music and dance includes topics both related to musical instruments and to occasions where music, dance, and song occur. The section on narratives labels specific types of narration. We have chosen where to assign the tag personal narrative to identify chunks of first-person oral history. In all other cases, the speaker is the one who identifies the particular narrative as a song text, tale, legend, or the like. As to past versus present, it may seem that nearly all the material qualifies, since the primary field goal was to get speakers to talk about the past. But we have assigned this tag only when the speaker makes a specific mention of the contrast between then and now. Most of the remaining sections, social activities, space and place, time, transportation, weather and climate, are self-explanatory. The final section, work, includes types of work that are not already covered elsewhere. Many of them had been covered in the sections on farming, animal care, textile preparation, or cooking. The full list includes around 850 topics. They are arranged in as logical an order as possible, but still, it does take quite a fair amount of time to scroll through the list. So if you know or think you know the topic you want already, you can look at the alphabetical list and find it directly. When you choose any one of these topics, such as bargaining for a bride, from either list, this will bring up sets of lines from various texts where that topic is discussed. The lines are given both in the transcribed Bulgarian and in the English translation.